In the love of mammon, one's mind does not get attached to God. By love of duality, the mortal suffers great pain in the hereafter. The egocentric putting on sectarian garb strays in doubt and at the last moment regrets. By the Lord's will, man sings God's praise, thereby he is rid of all his sins and sufferings. Immaculate is the Lord, and pure his word, and with the Lord is my mind imbued. He who has the Lord's glance of grace obtains the treasure of merits. He is rid of egoism and I amness. One God alone is the bestower of merits and demerits. Rare is the person who by Guru's guidance realizes this. My immaculate Lord is exceedingly infinite. He himself unites man with himself when man contemplates on the Guru's word. He himself forgives and confirms truth in the mortal, and then his mind and body are imbued with the true Lord. Within the filthy mind and body is the light without limit. He who contemplates over the Guru's word realizes this. He who subdues his ego, his mind becomes pure forever, and with his tongue he serves the peace-giving Lord. In the body fortress are many shops and markets. Therein also is the holy name of exceedingly infinite limit. By slaying his ego by the Guru's word, man recognizes the Lord and ever looks beauteous at his portal. The jewel of name is invaluable, inaccessible, and infinite. How can poor man appraise its worth? It is by Guru's word that its weight is weighed, and it is through the word that one realizes it in the mind. Vast are the details of Simritis and Shastras. All this is the expanse and extension of Mammon's love. The fools read them but do not realize the holy word. Some rare one, by Guru's guidance, understands him. By himself, the Creator does and makes other do. By means of the holy word, he implants truth within the mortal. Nanak says, it is by devotion to the name that one is blessed with glory and realizes the one Lord in all the ages. Maru, third Guru, serve thou him, the true Creator Lord. He is the annuler of suffering through the word. He is inaccessible, unknowable, and one cannot evaluate him. Himself is he, immeasurable and unfathomable. He himself is the true Lord and distributes truth. Some persons he himself attaches to truth. They serve the true Lord, practice truth, and through the name merge in the true one. From the primal time, the Lord unites and blends his devotees with himself. He himself puts them to his true devotion. The mortal who through the true word ever sings the praise of God earns the profit of this life. The Guru word, though engaged in commerce, yet realize their self. Without the one Lord, they do not know any other. True is the big merchant, and true his dealers who are doing commerce with the capital of the name. Himself the Lord makes the beings and creates the world. Some rare one he makes realize the Guru's word. True are the persons who serve the true Guru. The Guru snaps their noose of the Yama. The Lord breaks, molds, fashions, and inverts with beauty his beings. Some he attaches with mammon, worldly love, and duality. The egocentric ever wander about, act blindly, and around their neck is the rope of Yama's noose. By himself the Lord forgives and puts man to the Guru's service. Through the Guru's teaching, he enshrines the name in the man's mind. Night and day he meditates on the true name and earns the profit of the name in this world. Himself the Lord is true, and true is his name. Through the Guru he grants the name to men and enshrine it in his mind. Beauteous are the persons within whose mind the Lord abides, and their heads are freed from entanglements. Unfathomable and unknowable is the Lord. He cannot be evaluated. By the Guru's grace, he is enshrined in the mind. No one calls him to account, who by the word ever praise the true Lord, the bestower of merits. Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva are his servitors. No one can know the limit of the inaccessible and inscrutable Lord. They, on whom thy glance of grace falls, they, by the Guru's guidance, realize the inaccessible Lord. The perfect Guru has imparted understanding unto me, and the one name I have enshrined in my mind. I utter the name, and the name do I meditate. Like this is his mansion found, and his merit sung. His servants serve him in submission to his limitless command. The self willed know not the worth of his command. By obeying the order, one is renowned, and by his order, he is exalted, and by his order, he becomes carefree. By the Guru's grace, one realizes the Lord's will, restrains the wandering mind, and brings it back to the one Lord home. Imbued with the name, he ever remains detached, and the name jewel is enshrined in his mind. He, the one Lord, is pervasive in the whole world. By the Guru's grace, he becomes manifest. Immaculate are those who loved the Lord by the holy word, and they abide in their own